In April 2017, the South African domestic ban on rhino horn trade was finally lifted. An online rhino horn auction will be held in South Africa soon. The dates and times will be confirmed. Please visit our website for more information. Brought to you by Vans Auctioneers. Interested buyers will be required to register with the auctioneer and comply with FICA as part of the registration process. The first lot will close at 12 o'clock and the others will close in 2-minute intervals thereafter. If a higher bid is placed on a lot within 5 minutes of close, that lot will extend for another 5 minutes continually until no higher bid is placed. Any person or entity may participate in the auction, but such participation shall be subject to the permit requirements applicable to top species within South Africa and the applicable CITES regulations internationally. The number of rhino killed by poachers in 2016 alone was a scary figure. In excess of 1,000 animals mutated and killed within South African borders. In the last 8 years since rhino horn has been made illegal, various well-intended efforts were made under the trade ban to diminish these horrific stats, but not much headway has been made. Independent farmers use their own money and are running out of funds. These private owners carry the conservation burden of approximately 1/3 of the total rhino population in South Africa, which is more in number than the total rhino in other African countries, yet they have received zero government assistance incentives.
It is an unfortunate part of the rhino equation that we as people have been doing the wrong thing for rhinos.
Private game farm owners and private rhino breeders like John Hume have carried a cumulative combined financial burden of more than $100 million over the last 8 years. Owning more than 1,500 rhinos, John Hume's ultimate intention is to breed and protect his rhinos. His security and anti-poaching cost is in excess of $170,000 every month. And in addition thereto, he still covers other expenses, including supplementary feed, veterinary costs, and staff salaries, all for the sake of rhino breeding and protection.
Unfortunately, the horn is being supplied to the market in a terrible way. Rhinos are being killed to supply the demand at the moment. I have a way here, which, if we could spread it to all the rhinos in private ownership, will supply a bloodless horn to the market. Dehorning takes 15 to 20 minutes. It is not an invasive procedure at all. It's exactly like cutting your hair or cutting your nails. The horn is cut in the dead part, so there is no blood, no feeling, no pain. The rhino horn grows again, so in 3 or 4 years' time you won't even know that that rhino had been dehorned. So we are trying to introduce something which will encourage people to breed rhino.
Traditional conservation approaches and legislation have failed to adequately protect the species, and rhino have the ability to assist with the high costs of proper care and protection within themselves. Through proper management, better resource allocation, and correct legislation, we can confidently say we believe this is the correct step towards saving the future of our rhino. For more information, visit www.rhinohornauction.com or like our Facebook page, Rhino Horn Auction.